Hi everyone, it's our special weekly meeting time. I am so glad that you can join us. I am Michael Elliott.
And I am Sanea Yerwood. This week we are coming to you from the headquarters of the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment. The ministry is located at the eastern side of the Sky Mall Haggett Hall St. Michael complex.
Don't you move, we will be right back. Thank you for staying. In this edition, we will focus on the work of the Division of Youth Affairs, the mandated youth development arm in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment. First, we will join the celebration of the Youth Entrepreneurship Scheme, and you know we love to celebrate. Following close on the heels of the YES graduation, where the ministry's Permanent Secretary Joy Adamson made the announcement that an agreement would soon be in place with the University of the West Indies Global Campus. The principal, Dr. Francis Severing, and the Permanent Secretary signed the MOU at the ministry's Sky Mall office.
Today represents more than a formal agreement. It is a milestone in our shared commitment to empower young people through education, entrepreneurship, and opportunity. The partnership between the ministry and, more significantly, YES and the University of the West Indies Global Campus not only brings credibility to our training initiatives, but it also opens doors for our participants to receive internationally recognized certification, advancing both their professional and personal development. Now, this collaboration underscores the power of institutions coming together to invest in our youth, and that is what we want. To nurture their innovation, to sharpen their skills, and to give them the confidence to shape the future of our region and beyond.
Dr. Severin, in his remarks, acknowledged the Global Campus's commitment to the process and working with the ministry.
This strategic plan is themed the AAA strategy because of its focus on widening access to quality tertiary education, alignment of the university with academic industry partnerships relevant to the region's needs, and improved agility through global connections and initiatives. Our mission, mentioned above, is to advance learning, create knowledge, and foster innovation for the positive transformation of the Caribbean and the world. It's worth reiteration. And this mission is supported through our strategic goals of providing accessible, flexible, and high-quality continuing and professional education, undergraduate and postgraduate programs and courses to meet the changing educational and training needs of the various communities across the Caribbean region. Based on our research, we are aware that the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment is responsible for building a stable and cohesive society through the empowerment and full involvement of youth and communities in the social and economic development of Barbados. Therefore, the ministry develops programs and projects to increase youth engagement, reduce youth crime and violence, enhance skills development in the community, and boost employability and employment.
Delivering featured remarks at the signing, Minister Charles Griffith, who was credited for championing the initiative, shared the vision and importance of having the credentialing in place.
And I want to say thank you to the Global Campus for working with us in relation to this, because this is indeed government investing in human capital and a particular demographic, our young people. And here at the ministry, oftentimes we do not necessarily use a lens in terms of looking at our young people, but we use a mirror, because it is what you see in the mirror that you want for our young people on the landscape in this country. And I am guided by that, and I'm sure that a large percentage of staff here are guided by that same process of using the looking glass as opposed to looking at a lens. And now that we have this in place, I want to say that we are now ready to move in the region. I know that we have done some checks. We have put out some feelers to see who in the region, in terms of other youth departments, would be interested in having this program go to them. And one of the things that I want to say is that the Ministry of Youth, for many, many years, were leading the Caribbean in terms of the programs that we were doing for our young people. 166 square miles, and we had 32 at the time youth officers. And I can safely say that we will get back to that place again, if not now, where we are the leaders in relation to youth work on island. But the fact that you have youngsters who in some cases are coming from what we call the blocks and being involved in the youth training, and to be able at some point in time on completing the program to say that I have a certificate that is a university stamp certificate will mean a lot. One of the things as a government that we're hoping for is it is ambitious, but to have one entrepreneur in every household. If we can't do one in every household and we can do 10, 20 in a village or a community, then I think we would be going a long way in achieving the tasks that we are set out to do in terms of empowering our young people.
It is expected that the next cohort of participants in the YES Entrepreneurial Development Training Program will be the first to receive the UE Global Campus YES certification.
Barbados, it's time for the 2025 National Youth Awards, Sunday, June 15th at the Frank Collymore Hall. 13 unique categories, honoring young individuals and youth-led organizations doing extraordinary work.
Scan the QR code, click the link in our bio on Instagram or Facebook, or you can visit our website at www.youthaffairs.gov.bb for full details. Let us celebrate Barbadian youth who are making a difference. Our dreamers, creators, innovators, doers, leaders of tomorrow. Nominate now! Deadline for submissions, May 23rd, 2025. Over the last 3 years, the Division of Youth Affairs has been hosting its Youth MC program for young persons 13 to 24 years. This is a fantastic initiative, and we, Michael, Baron, Shalia, and I, are proud graduates. The program, coordinated by Public Relations Liaison Officer in the Ministry, Wanda Ree Beckles, is uniquely designed to excavate and expose participants to the skills and rudiments of being confident public speakers. The reasons for many of us to sign up were varied, including our areas of interest and spaces to MC and play our new skills. For me, it was to learn new public speaking skills, but for others, it was to be on the big stage or simply build confidence to present themselves. No matter the reason, all graduates over the years will agree that our tutors, Peter Aline, Captain Michael Jules, and Jewel Ford have been amazing, professional, grueling at times, keeping us focused whilst building our armory of skills.
I am here with Captain Michael Jules, one of the tutors for the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's MC training program. He joined us last year for Cohort 2 and he's here again for Cohort 3. So Captain Jules, tell me, what do you think is the most valuable part of the Ministry of Youth's MC training program?
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you interviewing me, Michael, as one of the participants from the cohort last year. I must say, I believe that the opportunity afforded to the young budding MCs to actually get immersed in the training, all the hands-on training they get, I think that's very critical. The fact that they can go through and go through and go through and have persons such as Joel Ford, Peter Aline, give them all that background experience and knowledge And the more they do it, I think at the end of the day, it results in products such as yourself.
Yes, please. So how does it feel to have past participants like me, Sanea, and my colleagues host this program and to shine light on the program this year?
Oh, you cannot imagine how happy I am, how happy Joel is to see yourselves being out there in the spotlight to actually host shows such as these. And I think what's important for me is to think about when you guys first came in, the very first day that you were on board with the cohort, how you were then, how you have improved, how things have developed for you, and you have reached this point where you're able to host shows. I know Sane was part of BSAC as a host. Also, Theron, he was a host at Knapsack. Yeah, so we are extremely happy to see our babies. The fact that you guys have come such a long way, and we can see steady progress with you, and we look forward to you even doing bigger and better things. Yes.
So just want to tap into, you guys calling us your babies and stuff like that. So cohort 2, you were here. Cohort 3, you're here now.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think that this program helps to build leadership in the youth?
Oh, definitely. I think it goes a long way. Again, to mention you guys, you are indeed young leaders and leaders in this field. You've chosen this profession, and the time is going to come where we are going to drift left and you are going to take over, and you have started to do that already. I like the fact that you come back in and you give some of your experience to the young ones who are now learning the business. And to me, that says a lot that you have what it takes to be leaders in this profession, young leaders. And I'm very thrilled and very happy to see you guys actually on your own. No one told you to come back, and you took it upon yourselves and you came back. And that shows to me that you have what it takes to be good young leaders for the future.
Yes, please. And I must say that this program really helped me, professionally and personally. So my last question for you today is, what impact would you hope for this program to have on the wider community?
Well, I am already seeing the impact, because when I looked at last year's cohort, I think those numbers were a little small. And I think as more and more persons hear about the program, we get a good cross-section of society coming on board. We had someone there from St. Lucie. So across Barbados, we are getting interest in MCing and the different areas of MCing. We have persons who are interested in sports, those who are interested in shows, those who are along the lines of something more serious. So to me, I think there's a lot of potential, a lot of good in this program. And who knows, Joel and I said the time allotted for the program is not enough. And then based on the numbers that we're getting, says to me that across Barbados, there is an interest in this particular area. So yes, I believe that it has significant impact across the Barbadian society. And again, I want to commend the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment for putting on this, and I'm quite sure that we're going to see a lot more outstanding products.
Yes, please. And I'm sure that as the years continue, that this program will flourish and grow more.
Yes.
So thank you, Captain Jules, and we'll be right back.
Joining me now is Jewel Ford, one of the facilitators of the Youth MC Training Program. Jewel, what does this program entail?
I'll be honest, when I was first asked to do it, I was a little surprised because I don't see myself as a teacher. But it has really warmed my heart to see how the participants and the students are almost like sponges, how they soak up the information. And then afterwards to see how they have progressed. Some come in with very little confidence in themselves. And at the end of the period, they are confident, they're more secure in themselves. It is wonderful. I really enjoy it.
All right, that's amazing. It's great to see how the participants are growing. How do you think this program would also impact the wider community?
It creates opportunities for our young people to grow, not just professionally, but personally. So many of our young people going into the world of work don't know how to address someone, don't know how to speak properly, don't know how to dress for the occasion. And that's part of the work of the program. We don't just teach you how to be an MC. We also teach you things like being dressed for the appropriate event and dress appropriately for the event. We teach you the table of precedence so that you know how to accurately introduce someone who is from the level of a head of state to someone who is just a regular person. There's so much that goes into the program that teaches you skills for life. It is not just to be an MC. So you may never be an MC on a national stage, but you could be someone who has to give a presentation at work, has to give a presentation at your old school. And this program provides you with all the skills you need to be able to do that and the confidence to be able to do it.
It is amazing that the ministry provides a program like this that can help the young people. How do you feel seeing graduates of the program, like myself and Michael, interviewing you and highlighting the Youth MC Training Program?
I feel like a parent and a proud auntie to see that the kids that started off with us, like you, Santa, I remember when you could barely speak. I remember your mom saying to me that she enrolled you in the program because she wanted you to get more confidence. And to see you now hosting a television program really, really warms my heart. I hear so many people saying that we need more activities for our young people to do, and they always talk about sports. And that's great. But what about the kid who isn't interested in sports? There's got to be something else for that kid to do. And this program provides that outlet for them to have confidence in themselves, for them to be able to express themselves, for them to be able to see that there's another path that they can take that will allow them to grow and mature in whatever direction their life takes. So I think this program is amazing. I can only hope that it becomes a part of the ministry's ongoing work, not that it is just a program for these few weeks, for the next 4 years, and then it ends. I want it to be a continuous program because our young people need so much help in that regard, in being able to speak up and show up.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
It has been my pleasure.
We'll be right back. Currently, Cohort 3 is on the way and the group has already gelled, with everyone showing their commitment to being successful in their chosen area. All the best to them.
The reason that I joined the program was to improve my personal development as a youth. Also, I want to become, eventually, a politician.
I decided to join the program because I wanted to enhance my speaking skills and my public speaking skills and the ability to stand in front of a crowd and speak freely and not hesitate or stop.
At first, I was unsure about what would happen, but I got my feet wet. It was an interesting experience. I'm not the oldest person here, neither am I the youngest. And I would encourage anyone to do it because it is very informative and it uses illustrations, examples. It gives you a sense of what you know and what you don't know. And it is very self-refreshing.
My experience has been great so far. I have been taught by wonderful people such as Captain Jules and Joelle and Auntie Pizza, as I call her. It has been wonderful.
What I learned here, hopefully it speaks for itself, and it takes me so far that it opens doors. And I also want to be able to interact better, especially with youth, and I would encourage anybody to do this.
I plan to become an MC for crop over and cultural stuff. Thank you.
Time check! The deadline for the submission of nominees for the National Youth Awards is May 23rd. Please do more than talk about the great work young people and youth-led organizations are doing. Nominate them for one of the 2025 National Youth Awards. And do not forget to read the criteria carefully and submit with the fully completed form and evidence to show why the person or group should receive the award. Please let the person or organization know that you are nominating them, and I suggest that you confirm all of the things you need to know about their work with them. I am sure they would be so proud to know that you have seen and want to celebrate their work by nominating them. Stop thinking about it and start doing it. There are many young persons who deserve to be honored, but if you do not nominate them, nothing will happen. So it is up to you. As the ad says, nominate now.
Barbados, are you ready to celebrate the outstanding youth in our nation? It's time to honor those who are dedicated and giving up their time and skills to make a real difference, the ones shaping our future. Get ready for the National Youth Awards, June 15th at the Frank Collymore Hall. Now, it's your turn to shine the spotlight on our youth. Nominations are now open. If you know an exceptional young person or youth-led group between ages 16 and 35 making a meaningful impact, now is your chance to nominate them for national recognition. It's easy to nominate. You can head to our Facebook at Division of Youth Affairs or our Instagram at DivYouth246 and click the link in our bio. Read the criteria, complete the nomination form, and hit submit. Don't forget to submit your supporting evidence. Prefer a physical form? No problem. You can collect them at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment in Hackett Hall or any of our community centers. It doesn't end there. The first 30 nominators to submit a completed nomination will be entered for a chance to win exciting prizes. Nomination deadline, May 23rd, 2025. So spread the word, tell everyone, and let's make this 2025 National Youth Awards an extra special celebration. Nominate today!
The Employability Unit in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment continues to seek innovative ways to engage and empower young men and women in navigating the rigors of entering the labor force. Recently, the team introduced a new initiative to their suite of programs.
The employability programs here at the Ministry of Youth consist of 3 programs. The Pathways Employability Program, the Get Into and the Get Hired programs, which are in partnership with the King's Trust International. These programs help to provide opportunities for young persons, whether it be with soft skills, job attachments, or full-time or part-time jobs. So one of the new initiatives which would have started would have been the Employability Auction. The Employability Auction allows young participants to bid on traits such as punctuality, effective communication, interview skills, and this helps them to start to think about the process in which a good employee is built around. We have an auctioneer. The auctioneer starts the auction at any price he decides to start it at, but we go up in increments of 50 to 100. Each participant is given a bidding paddle and a sum of $1,000. And we've started this initiative with the King's Trust Team Program, one of our partnering programs. So at the beginning of the program, I think it would have started off a bit slow, but also funny because the young persons would have been laughing at the auctioneer because we would have actually came with an auctioneer who's speaking like an auctioneer as seen on television. But as time went on, they were able to sit down and actually focusing on what was the aim of the actual program. So following the winner and as they would have won the skill, they would have then had to explain to us why they bidded on that particular skill and why they think that particular skill would make them a great employee or good for the job attachment. So after visiting the 4 locations of the team program, I think the unit can definitely say that this new initiative would have worked perfectly, and the participants of the program would have left with some knowledge on how to better themselves going into their job attachment phase. I do want to say that I think in the future, the employability option will then be going forward into more of our programs. I do want to say that young persons can look out for this opportunity as we expand on this program.
Barbados, it's time for the 2025 National Youth Awards, Sunday, June 15th at the Frank Collymore Hall. 13 unique categories honoring young individuals and youth-led organizations doing extraordinary work.
Scan the QR code, click the link in our bio on Instagram or Facebook, or you can visit our website at www.youthafairs.gov.bb for full details. Let us celebrate Barbadian youth who are making a difference. Our dreamers, creators, innovators, doers, leaders of tomorrow. Nominate now! Deadline for submissions May 23rd, 2025.
Well, Sania, we can see that there is a lot happening within the ministry's youth programs. Next week, we will take a look at what's happening in sports as well as other initiatives in the ministry. We invite everyone to stay connected, reach out and ask any question if you need any information by calling 535-3835 or going online on Instagram, the Community Development Department at ComDev Barbados, the Division of Youth Affairs at Div Youth 246, the Sports Development Unit at sportsdevelopment.bb, the National Sports Council at NSC Barbados, the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat at Community Independence 246, and the Barbados Youth Advance Corps at Barbados Youth Advance.
Michael, there's some persons who prefer Facebook, and just for you, you can like and follow us on Facebook by visiting us at Community Development Department, Division of Youth Affairs, National Sports Council, and the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat. You can also visit us on our website or feel free to speak with any of the ministry's officers when they're in the community, or you can visit any community centers near you.
Thank you so much for being with us. Remember, you can see this program or check out our earlier episodes on the Division of Youth Affairs YouTube channel. Be sure to click and subscribe for the latest updates.
Next week, you can look out for more programs for the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment. All the best until next time.
Bye.